G'day and welcome to Gatekeeper's coverage of the 2023 Vic Open. We're at Victoria Park in Ballarat, down in southeastern Australia. This coverage has been brought to you by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Disc Golf Justice. I'm Tim Bowen and I'm joined with my co-hosts of the Tee Off podcast, Paddy Robinson and Andrew Ferguson. We're back, boys. Very keen to do some more Gatekeeper commentary for another awesome Aussie event.
Yep. Round 3, definitely moving day. It's well on the cards.
Austin still leading the way with 15 under par, but a hot second round there from Luke Bayne, the defending champion, bumping himself up to second position. Rounding out the top card there, we've got Blake Houston and Paddy Robinson.
Yeah, Jade's tight on the heels there with 11 down as well. But Tim, you're there with a 9.
Yeah, I'll take
sniff.
I'll take 6th within striking distance. Still 2 holes to go.
Yeah.
And this is the first hole. 208 metre, par 4, 682 feet. What a cracking starting hole. Big tunnel shot off the tee. Low ceiling that you have to contend with. You want to get around the Mando that's coming up on our left-hand side here. And the basket is tucked onto the trees on the right. Tricky hole, this one. Basically just want to go as straight down the middle of this tunnel shot off the tee as you can.
Yeah, birdie is hard on this and great way to start your round if you can get it.
And that's not how you want to start. I did mention low ceiling. Austin didn't hear me. He threw straight into it. He's going to have a bit of a scramble time to get his par now.
Here we have Team Innova's Luke Bayne, also proudly supported by Disc Golf Warehouse, putting that one nice and low, but that's a great spot.
Yeah, that probably looks too low out of the hand on the coverage, but that's exactly what you want. Nice and low, get some distance. He should have a hyzer into the pin. Blake's gone too low.
No, that's too low, Blake.
That is definitely too low. And being
did that in the first round.
Little kick.
Fantastic kick, because being left side really pinches off the angle to that Mando. Forehand's a good play, Paddy. You're a smart boy.
A bit high.
Yeah, a little too high. That got slapped down, but that's middle of the fairway. Can't
middle.
argue with that.
Austin has to put this one on. Well, yeah, no, that's just turning the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking at par.
He got distance, though, so he can have a forehand approach to the pin now, but ideally he was hoping for some fade there. Blake's looking upwards. He's going to bite off a lot here.
I like this play.
Yep. He's done it well. He's given us zero chance to track it and to tell if he beat the Mando, though.
That's pretty. Those trees are pretty big.
Yeah.
That's gone high.
Here's Bayne, Halo Destroyer. He's in a position where he can attack it. Here he is,
skip
tight to
around.
the corner. He's asking for a lot of... Oh, he's getting it.
Goodness me.
That's
Look at that
great
thing's
skip.
flare. That had rocket boosters on it.
Looks like he might be putting for birdie, so Austin, all of a sudden, with the pressure to get the par, or he's going to lose that first place on the first hole.
Paddy hitting a similar line there and not getting the same reaction, but
Nah,
got a chance from maybe a circle
Yeah.
two.
I think I hit a dead rat or something. And just, yeah.
In Ballarat?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Austin with the forehand. That's got great shape. Get some skip. Yeah. He should be able to clean that up. He's inside
up
the
and
circle
down.
for par. Blake with a little zone. He looks like he's going to flick something through the trees and just access it from the fairway side. As you can see, the back side of these trees, very open. So you've gone long, Paddy, but you've actually got to look for birdie here from range.
Yeah, there's these low-lying branches here, though, that I like to put my putter with a bit of height, and it's not really in the right spot, but gave it a run.
Difficult too with that tailwind to get something up.
Would have been
High enough.
nice. Would have been nice.
Blake with a bit of a comeback here into a headwind.
Yeah, that's a tricky putt for Blakey boy. He's gone a little long. Oh, he's just gone to the right side there.
Yeah, tap it in.
Yeah,
There we go.
good cleanup. Not ideal starting with a bogey, but honestly, bogeys, they do pop up on this hole quite often. Bayne, though,
Yeah, that second skip was
You
just
don't mind.
magic.
smashes the putt for birdie.
And he's
Austin in for
already
par.
tied it up with Austin.
Yep. And here comes Paddy
Just tapping in par.
tapping in the par. And Bayne opening the account with a birdie. That was the lone birdie for that round.
Yep, really good one to get.
Hole 2, 328 feet, 100 metres, slightly uphill, par 3. You want to be potentially taking this left-hand route here. A sidearm skippy shot is going to get you around the corner. Maybe something kind of low and turning over. Opens up to the basket here on the dance floor.
Absolutely. It's a flex forehand hole. If you're taking the backhand out to the right, it's a little bit more poke and hope. I think Bayne's are going a backhand up the forehand line, which is interesting. Maybe he was hoping for some late turn there.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just backs himself in to hit a huge putt.
It was sitting at about, I think he's about 12 metres.
Austin scooping one over there. If it gets greasy, you'll have a look. It does not.
It does not.
Being on that right side too, there's quite a few guardian trees he's going to have to contend with to get his par. This is the play, the flex forehand.
I finally did it on camera.
What a beautiful shot.
She's up there.
What'd you throw for that one, Paddy? Something overstable?
No, that was a prototype Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator.
Yeah, that one's a bit flippy on me now.
Blake with that one to do a bit of work, and unfortunately doesn't get the full flex out of it that he wanted.
That was a good attempt with the nuke.
I'm just stoked that I'm not in that bloody hermit hut again.
I just for a second I thought Austin was playing ultimate.
Yeah, he's gone full ultimate there.
Beautiful little nose up glidey shot.
Ooh,
Bayne,
careful on those branches there.
from the forest. Oh, he's only just outside
12
circle.
metres.
Looks like he might have a little window.
Bang!
Oh, Bayne. He's on. He's feeling it. 2 birdies to start the round after the hot round in round 2. Somebody stop him.
Came out of nowhere, that thing.
Yeah.
Great putt.
Oh, Blakey.
Doesn't matter.
Right pocket
it's a
there.
2 on the scorecard, Blakey.
Austin
Yes,
high,
well.
but yeah.
Well done,
That's
Austin. 2 pars to start the round. Not too shabby. But he's given up his lead. Bayne's jumped ahead by 1.
All right, hole 3, 82 metres, 269 feet, par 3. Really one you want to get. A little bit of downhill, tight in the woods here. There's a bit of a hyzer line, but really most people are going to be thrown quite straight. Probably with a putter or a mid-range, something pretty stable just to get down there and get a putt.
The one thing you want to do is just get around the tree. There's one tree. It's about 10 metres in front of the tee pad. Bayne's looking at it right now. And you want to throw around it. He's done well.
Oh, this could be a bit high. Yeah.
Yes.
Little high. Catches that limb, and that's about halfway down the dance floor. Going a putter here, Paddy. Back to the harp.
This is the harp.
Yep.
Got some turn on it.
Oh, that's on a rope.
Lovely.
Scoot on up there. Beautiful
Yeah,
shot.
Happy with that.
I wonder how many MPO boys are hitting that tree. It happens.
It is.
It's an integral branch, that one. It just seems to catch everything.
Here's Austin. Very good at this shot in particular. That looks a little forced over though. Doesn't look like it's quite got the fade to fight back. So
Yeah, I think he's down just sort of in circle 2 there.
is Bayne going to put this in? The man doesn't miss.
Little
Fading out a
straight
bit
out
early.
of the hand.
Turns out he's human. Here's Blake from a similar distance. This green's kind of fast too. Like if you get past the basket, it does slope downhill.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you find yourself with like an edge of circle comebacker.
This is right in Austin's range too.
Yeah. He'll be wanting this after Luke's hot start.
Ooh.
And that's quite right.
Good height on it.
Paddy, please, somebody put some green on the scorecard. Yes,
Yes.
great putt.
Snuck it over.
Yep. Good birdie, mate.
Yeah, I was happy to get that one.
Austin with the comebacker from the edge of the circle. Very nicely
Sole
done.
birdie of the day there, I could say. Playing at, what was it, 3.11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those trees we're getting some people.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only a short hole, this one, but it is tightly wooded.
Yeah, if you hit early, that next shot to save your par can be a bit tricky.
Yep. Moving on, hole 4, 105 metre, 344 feet, par 3. This is an interesting hole. I think a big forehand out to the left gap is the way to play it with a big skip. But there is also a little fruity righty backhand gap straight off the tee. I know Jade fancies that gap. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for it. It's a very, very tight line.
Jade going for something
Jade?
fruity.
Yeah.
Jade's not on this card.
Oh, mate. He's on my card. Sorry, Jade's card. Paddy.
We'll never know.
You look like you're eyeing it up though, Paddy.
Yeah, it's worked for me twice.
It's worked for you thrice. Look at that.
Ooh, getting greasy.
And I don't know what I hit, but I hit some tree.
Yeah.
But I thought that was the absolute perfect line.
Bayne
That's,
going for more of the traditional down the guts turnover, it looks like. He's probably,
Yeah, this looks all right.
it needs to stable up a bit, I think it
Yeah, a
is.
little too turn.
Oh,
so
no,
he's gotta-
he hit something and flicked off to the left.
you need very late turn with the backhand. This is the play. Big forehand.
Big
That's
tree.
that's not the play.
Not quite.
Don't
but
square that tree up.
get past that tree and you're parked.
Austin's quite good at getting the late turn.
It's a bit low.
Bit low edge
I
of
reckon
circle.
he's
Yeah.
circle edge, yeah.
And this hole, the bogey creeps up on you because if you hit a tree early, there's lots of trees to contend with to get that par. So Blake going for the zone, squeaking it
Looks
through the gaps there.
Pretty good.
Yeah. He's going to have a tester putt for the par, but definitely not beyond him.
Paddy from downtown.
Yeah. Hit early too. Like, yeah, I was a bit disappointed in that.
Paddy, if you went a forehand, you would have got the birdie. Just saying.
Maybe.
Bayne from range again.
We'll never know, Tim. Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
he's just looking dangerous, isn't he?
Yeah, good nose up bid. He's gave it a chance and has not much of a comebacker. So here's Austin. Very much
15 metres.
Yeah, very much in his range.
Ooh.
Things are coming out a little right for Austin to start this round 3. Wonder if he's feeling a little bit of moving day nerves.
Definitely a little comebacker here for Blake. No
Great
worries. No worries.
Very confident stroke from Blake. Austin's got a similar distance on the comebacker. And you can see here the breeze on the backside of this fairway just opening up. And yeah, he's let that one slip. Very, very unfortunate to drop another stroke. Bayne will say, yes, please, I'll take the par.
Shout out to RPM's Darren Stay-Smith for one of the birdies on the day, and as well as Ryan Michelle, Team Flying Disc Store Aces. All right, moving on to hole 5, 676 feet, 206 metres. It is a par 4, slightly downhill. There is a quite a direct route through those poplars as the drone flies, but the majority of players taking that left hand as a turnover or a big sidearm. Playing down here to our longer blue advanced basket.
This one's slightly downhill, making me feel like even more of a noodle arm. I like the big backhand turnover shot here, and Paddy's going to show it off nicely. Good angle on that, Paddy, but maybe...
Nah, a bit of wind got
Squashed.
to it.
Yeah. That's the
It's fine.
tricky part of this hole is just... It's so open. There's so much wind. Bayne's put some massive height on that. Huge turn.
He might be a little bit at risk in hitting those trees on the right there.
Here's one of Australia's biggest throwers, Blake Houston, putting a huge movement on that.
That went through the clouds.
Gone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's come up just short of the amateur basket, which is a good crush.
Austin with a hyzer flip.
Hyzer flip turnover.
Beautiful.
That's a man who knows his discs.
He doesn't look like he's got quite the pop. I wonder if that knee's bothering him a little.
So, Paddy, you've come up a little short here. This is quite a big forehand from this range. Gone the B Pro, nice and low.
Yeah, this thing just stabled up on me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotten away from you. That's most likely going to be a par for yourself.
Austin here just having to deal with a little bit of foliage in his run-up.
Had to go for the backhand turnover shot. Looks like it's panning over.
Yeah,
But no, fading out. So maybe some tailwind, just
Yeah, I think-
stabling up the disc there.
It was a bit taily, a bit left to right as well.
Bayne's looking at the back door. He's gone his Firebird, Halo Firebird.
He's had a great kick through those trees. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Parked.
Oh, that's parked. Well done. And where did Blake get to? Blake's got nothing but a zone approach left.
This looks like a good angle.
Beautiful hyzer shot. That'll get down. No skip. Did that touch the tray?
Maybe he's gone a little bit long,
A
actually.
little long, okay.
Maybe it looks like
Paddy,
just at the edge.
you're not as far away as we thought. You've got a decent outside chance.
This is layup zone all day, mate. See, there you go.
Nice line.
Oh,
just a little
half run.
Oh, yeah, Austin's gone long. And this is the danger of running that putt. If you had to run it aggressively, Paddy, you get stuck under these limbs.
Oh, jeez. Austin. Pretty handy from the knee. We've seen him throw in some pretty nice shots from there, but just a little high on that one.
He's lacking some pep, Austin. Hopefully he takes one of the massive red Super Mario mushrooms that are under those trees. Did you see those? Boys?
Yeah.
I did.
Straight out of Tintin, mate.
Austin
you go.
sneaking over.
Blakey cleaning up the par. And we're going to be dropping another shot to Luke Bayne with this putt.
I do hope Blake is not taking a whiz on the tree there. No. No, it stayed in, Luke. It's okay, mate.
Well
Go
done.
and pick it up.
He's charging away, boys. Luke moves to 17 down. Austin at 14 down. Blake at 13 down. You'd want to start catching some strokes on him soon, boys.
Alrighty, hole 6, par 4, 192 metres, 630 feet. Really, the play is a big hyzer or a flex shot coming out into the open field here and a forehand up. But if you do find yourself in the avenue, you can throw a little skip shot up to the basket there. You might see some rollers off the tee as well. Really fun hole this.
Just try not to hit disc golf justice as you come down the tunnel shot there. See him there in the yellow hat. Bainey's going for the backhand turnover shot.
Yeah, safe shot.
Yep, that's stalling out a little bit, but he's got all the power that you need to access the backside of this golf green. Going the backhand turnover as well, Paddy, or do you look at the roller for this one?
No, this backhand turnover.
Maybe came out a little early, a little low, but hopefully that fought through. Nice of you to block the camera view. Thanks, Paddy.
Just really got to get to that other side, don't you?
Blake with, looks like a flippy nuke.
Yeah.
How does he get that to hyzer flip up that high?
Very, very high.
That is power.
I think it's gone into the trees, but it's dropped down in the past.
Yeah, we saw Austin roll this in previous round, and he's done the same again. That looks nice.
Very understable disc. Got that out quite flat, but it got over for a roller angle, and it looks like he's gone straight down the middle of the tunnel, so well done.
Paddy, little tricky one. Was that intentional?
Yeah, mate.
Forehand?
Forehand roller.
Beautiful.
Yep. Just turned on me a bit quick.
Yeah. So Austin a little pinched off. Coming down the middle of this row of trees is quite tricky. Low ceiling, lots of stuff on the floor, lots of trees. I like coming out to the left side where Lukey Bayne is. It does take a big forehand to access the basket, but
Yeah, it's just so open though.
yeah, far fewer things to hit. That's a little high. Little high, little early.
Oh, it's actually gone through.
I don't know how it got through those trees. The trees are very dense, but he'll have an outside look for the birdie.
Jeez.
So where Blake got to.
Yeah.
Hey, goodness me.
It's nuts.
Nice backhand, skipping in. He's going to have a look at a birdie. Very nicely done by Blake.
Austin here just scooting one up.
Laying up.
Drop in par. Paddy with the justice.
Yeah, just putting that up there.
That'll do just nicely.
Yep.
It's a good hole to get this one, but you definitely don't want to be dropping strokes. Got the tailwind putt for Lukey Bayne. A little high. I think he knew it out of his hand. A little bit nose up.
Oh, goodness
Blakey.
me. Yeah,
That's a
one of the
shame.
downsides of those kind of very high as a putts is you putting an angle on that disc, and if you're low and high and right, high
Yep.
and left.
That's where it
High
went,
left.
Blake. Yep. Straight through the chains, unfortunately.
He putts with some force too.
As do yourself there, mate. Hit the pole.
Yep.
Take the par, move on, and Austin will drop in, take the par as well.
Oh, I'm looking at the birdies. Tim Bowen.
Yeah, my backhand roller got me way down there, Paddy. That's the way to play it. Hole 7, 188 metre, 617 feet, par 4. Takes a righty backhand hyzer through this gap, landing about here, and then another righty backhand around this nice yellow grouping of trees to a very exposed basket. This basket sees a lot of wind. You want to put your approach shots close because putting on it is very treacherous. What a beautiful part of the course. Look at the sun. Lukey Bayne with the Halo Destroyer. That's in the ideal landing zone right there.
Big flare too.
Can't throw it any
Beautiful.
better. Paddy, what are you throwing here, mate?
This is a Ballista Pro Opto X, and
Just caught the last thing you needed to miss there.
that thing is usually so overstable. Don't know what happened.
Oh, I know Blake's play here is to hyzer flip something dead straight and long. He likes to come in really, really wide, but he's yanked that into death.
Austin just
Speaking of yanking,
Austin's
holding onto that one a little bit too long.
Thought, Blake, that looked like a great spot. Let's go into jail together and see what it's like in there. So,
Bit of work to do, Paddy, but I think it's still doable to get down there on the dance floor.
Yeah, it's a touchy shot. You have to flex it, and you've put no flex on it, mate. That's But where you are, easy par. Those trees, they've got nothing down low, so you can scoot something underneath. And this is definitely not Parsville. He's done well to fight through there because that tree is so dense. Austin's gone the patent pending. And he's gotten through nicely.
Yeah. Still very short of the basket. We'll just be laying up.
So here's Luke Bayne from the ideal landing zone. Don't have to flex it. You can throw a nice, comfortable hyzer. He's got good weight on that.
Yeah, coming back perfectly.
That's gone a little skinny. But he's gonna have a nice putt from the sort of downhill side of the basket, which is nice.
Blake looking to put this one nice and close.
This approach shot is scary when it's for to save your par.
Yeah, there's a lot more wind in this round than...
Drop. To get down. Does still leaked a little bit out left.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Has Austin ever liked one of his shots? Ever?
I don't think he likes disc golf.
I think it's more relief that he feels.
Yeah. Nice little justice through the window there, Paddy. Should be able to get your par. Austin, a little bit of a tester, and he's on the headwind side. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a headwind result right there, hitting the band.
Bayne saying, listen, mate, let me show you how to do it.
Yeah. Hopefully Bayne's spin putt can navigate this headwind. Trying to keep the nose down.
Lovely.
Yep, nicely done. Very unique putting style, Bayne.
Yeah, that the step always gets me.
Yeah,
it's always fine, but...
Step to the side. Oof. Great putt from Blake. That's a really good par save from jail. He was off the tee.
Yeah.
Paddy, this for birdie? No, this for par.
No, this for par. Skied.
And that is a whiff, ladies and gentlemen. Now you've got a much harder putt with the headwind for your bogey, Paddy. And that's going to be double.
Yeah.
Burger with
disappointing
the
hole.
Mate. Yeah, it's a tricky one, though. It is definitely one of the tougher par fours out here. And you can just see how much wind comes into play on this basket. Austin also taking the bogey.
All right, moving on from one of the harder holes to one of the slightly easier holes. Hole 8, 574 metres, 175 metres. It's a par 4 playing slightly downhill. Your top pros are bombing one out to maybe around about here, maybe rolling down to there as well. But the basket's just tucked behind that group of trees on your left. But this is one that you definitely want to chalk up as a birdie.
Absolutely. And look at the scores. All of a sudden, Austin's no longer in top place. Lukey Bayne has a 5-stroke lead in first place. He's got a massive backhand turnover here, and that's going to be in ideal landing zone.
Is it big from Blakey?
This hole's great. You can really play it. You can access it from either the right or the left side. Where the hell is Blake thrown, though?
Yeah.
Justice is just doing his best to try and find that thing coming down from out of space.
If you want to make the hole easy, just do what Austin's done here. Backhand up the guts.
It doesn't need much.
Put you in a spot for a little backhand approach. This hole's quite short, so just throw it 120 metres and you can access the green whichever way you like with whatever disc you want.
Smooth, Paddy, but that one looks a little bit straight.
A little bit burnt over, but you're... I was going to say, you've still got a chance, but you are in the bush there. And
this
that's very skinny. You've gone from
bush
to
to punch
bush.
Through.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a look.
Just enjoying all of the autumn trees, mate. Want to get all those colours. You've gone from the red tree to the green tree. Austin's navigating the Last Guardians very well. He should be tapping in a birdie.
Textbook.
So Blake's
That's how far he got, man.
He's almost pin high.
He's on the next fairway. huge though.
Lukey Bayne's gone quite right as well. He's looking to the sky. Should be a birdie, I would have thought.
On the dance floor.
And yourself, still enjoying those beautiful autumn leaves in
Not much
sunny
of a look
Ballarat.
here. Disappointing to take a 4 here, really. Like the 3 is such in play.
Blakey from just outside the circle.
That's disappointing to get so far down there off the tee and to walk away with a par.
Bayne, some more green on his scorecard. Looking good.
Austin
tap in.
taking a birdie as well.
Yep.
Paddy, very unhappy with that one. It's definitely a hole you want to get. And Blakey too, he'll be disappointed to miss that one.
Alrighty, hole 9, 400 foot, 122 metre par 3. Very, very good birdie to get if you can get it for these MPO boys. We've got this stack of 4 trees sort of protecting the basket there. But yeah, it takes a pretty solid drive and a decent putt. Get you to walk away with a big smile.
It's an awkward tee shot, this one, for someone like myself who doesn't hyzer flip discs. That left bush gets awkward. That right tree, about 2/3 of the way down the fairway, is awkward.
It's flex forehand all day, Tim, but
It is. It's asking a lot.
it's just more than 80 metres.
Hey, I've got a good 100, but 122, tricky.
Yeah.
Yep. And Luke there just doing not what you want to do and throwing it straight into that oak.
When the wind gets up on this hole too, like you need to flex a backhand.
Yeah.
But it's such a tricky shot to pull off with, I'm pretty sure we had a bit of left to right wind / headwind.
Someone like Blake has the luxury of not having to flex something. He's gone the Raptor, but yeah.
He's well short.
That's quite often where my flex forehands land, and if you're short and left of those 4 trees, there's really no putt. There's like little leafy limbs that just block any line you have to the basket.
Now,
Right
Paddy,
side's ideal.
You've come off a bogue and an unfortunate par.
And you've drawn that line up
That
pretty
looks
well.
delicious, mate.
There was a little bit of anger in that drive, let's be honest.
I could see it from behind.
See what I mean by those little leafy limbs? You kind of have to approach it with a forehand. You can't really jump putt because there's just no airspace. Austin from back right. Not a bad place to putt from. Oh, he's come up a little short, but great attempt from that range. Paddy, what a drive.
Yeah.
Definitely getting strokes on the division if you chalk up the birdie on this hole.
Lovely.
And we've done nicely.
Good one to get.
Yeah. Only 2 birdies for the round. Yourself, and shout out to Canberra's own Big Dan Frost.
Iceman.
Just tapping
As
their
the boys
bars.
clean up. Moving on, we have the end of the front 9 results. Lukey Bayne, 19 down. Austin, 14 down. Blake Houston, 13 down. And Paddy, yourself, 13 down. The only double bogey of the card. Well done, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate that. All right. Big thanks to Gatekeeper, Rad, and Disc Golf Justice for putting all of this together, getting some more Australian disc golf content out to the world. Thank you to my Tee Off podcast co-hosts, Fergie and Tim. And we'll be back for the back 9 in round 3 coming right up.